So the last stretches I'm going to do in the kitchen are for my hamstrings, and kind of a sneaky one in here. We're going to get our piriformis, kind of quads in a little bit more, and I'm going to use this counter. So I'm going to put my foot up, I'm going to get a great hamstring stretch. Now ignore the little crunchy in my knees. I've got a little bit of crepitus in there, so you'll hear it at my age. So what I'm going to do is let my foot, first of all, kind of drop out, because I don't want to really worry about getting this stretch first. But my main focus is rotating my hips in, because you get a different stretch. If I open up, you get a different type of stretch. I'm going to rotate my hips forward, and then I'm going to slowly, as you can see, bring my foot up. I'm already getting a great hamstring stretch here, but what I really want you to focus on is lifting your chest up and then forward. And I'm not very flexible today, but what I'm doing is leaning forward, getting a deep stretch through here, even further through. But the idea is you want your chest up and forward. If you collapse in, the minute you collapse in, you lose this stretch through here. So really focus on being up and leaning forward. And it's a great hamstring stretch. And I'm going to take this leg down. I'm going to stretch out the other one. So up on the counter again. Who knew that your kitchen counter is a great stretching bar? I'm going to rotate my hips forward. Once again, closing this gap is really important, and you'll feel it. Try it for yourself. If you open your hip up and you rotate it back, you'll get already feeling the stretch in my hamstring. So my foot's flexed. I'm leaning forward, chest up. Now, if this is too much with your foot flexed, you can always point it. But for me, I want that deep hamstring stretch. So I'm really focusing on these 3 hamstring muscles here. So I'm lifting my chest up and leaning forward. I don't want you to collapse at all. The minute you collapse, you lose the stretch here. So up and then forward. And I'm going to bring that back down. And now I'm going to do a standing pigeon, which is a little bit deeper stretch. I'm going to get through my hip flexors here. So I'm going to let my leg kind of flop out. You can see there's an angle here, and then depending on how flexible you are, you're either going to have your leg closer to you or further away, and you'll feel it immediately in your piriformis. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit for me. I'm reaching up first, but then I am going to collapse forward, because here I'm really focusing on pushing my hips back and out, because I want to feel it all through my glutes, piriformis, and even my IT band, which we all love. So I'm draping forward this time, pushing my hips back. And we'll come back up, drop my leg. I'm going to repeat on the other side. And I understand a lot of people, I'm showing you on a high counter. You can always get a stool or a kitchen chair. I'm pretty flexible through here. So once again, my angle is here. I'm pushing my hips back, draping forward, really pushing those hips back and getting a really great piriformis stretch. Hanging out here for a minute because it feels really good. Going to be up and then lower my foot back down. And this is just a series of sequences that you can do in your kitchen while you're waiting for the coffee to brew. I actually didn't put a bagel on, so now I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to do that now. But a great kitchen series.